Hello, welcome back to Or Plus. We're gonna set up to take a trade real quick. Consolidation. Kinda sucks to look at. Kind. Actually crazy how close these two are. Okay. Alright. So we've marked out pretty much all the ranges for highs, lows, and the like, really. We have relatively equal lows from here to here. This is the next lowest low outside of trend right there. But before we get too far ahead of ourselves, let's take a look at what's going on. We're in an uptrend on the day. Yeah. 4 hour. Oh, hello. So we did break structure at one point. Order block. Closure. Disrespect. Fair value gap. Price will continue higher. As it continued higher, a little bit, not much. We could see a reversal back to the downside. Right now, price is coming back down. We could see a break of structure here. If we do, it's a retrace back up into a breaker block. That's what we're expecting. This could be an order block here soon. Could be. Don't know. We'll see. On the hour, we have serious consolidation. Move back up. break of structure off of the uptrend here, making this whole thing an order block. Price then closed above. Nope, I'm wrong. Sorry, hang on. Yeah, it looks like it closed just above the order block, disrespecting it. Breaking structure again, order block, move down, closure within, move up, cool. We haven't broke structure again, but we could. I think we're in an uptrend. Consolidation, serious consolidation, because we're not breaking structure a lot, but we're also not breaking structure often. Makes sense? That being the case, let's go to NASDAQ, see what's going on here. Do we have break of structure off of the uptrend? I'm going to say yes right here. Same thing. Order block, move up. Closure above this order block. Break of structure above the high. Boom. Same story. We're in an uptrend. We broke structure one time. We disrespected the order block, not forming a breaker block, but just straight up disrespecting it. As a confluence, we move back down, confirm through breaker block, continue moving higher, but without breaking structure. As a result, we see price moving back down, creating a lower low, but we don't see the break of structure. Instead, we see more consolidation. Let's take a look at S&P. Let's just stay over here. We're looking for a breakout trend when it comes to the manipulation of these. We're also looking for a break of structure so that way we can pretty much assume that the breakout is going to be exactly where we want it to go. I don't know. We'll see. Because right now, prices broke structure twice, and we disrespected both those order blocks in the reverse, and we've just gone higher. Second time we did it, we consolidated. The first time we did it, we had a serious move up. Okay. That tells me price doesn't want to move higher. Majority of volume. Let's actually do this. This is on the hour. Serious move up here. Volume ran out of juice a lot, and we see from here to here consolidation. Now we're looking for a boatload of volume. Market open will hand us that, and a direction to be manipulated, broke out of. Dependent on that range, we need to look at the reaction. The reaction is going to give us what the means to take a trade, and based on that reaction, off of the key level manipulation, we'll see exactly what is going to happen from the rest of our confluences. Okay? Okay. Go ahead and shrink that back down. Right now, we're technically waiting on market open. Technically. Because we need that volume to give us a strong reaction. And then from there, the rest of our confluences. Let's go ahead and take a look at news. There is a potential that news could give us what we need in place of. Ooh, hello. High impact news today. A lot of impact news. What in the world? So we have at 9:45, 2 PMI. We could see President Trump speak twice today. Once at 9:50 a.m. We have Richmond Manufacturing Index at 10. And we have Fed Chair Powell speaks at 12:35. Yeah. Yep. General idea is pretty much the same here. We have all-time highs, and because of that, some and or most are expecting retrace off of it. If the retrace is valid and that we see the breakout from a manipulation on the high, we get another all-time high essentially. It comes up here and the manipulation is repetition of these two modes here. We'll see price disrespect the order block when it goes to form that breaker block, and because it will have disrespected the order block, we'll see it continue moving down, and it'll be a strong move down that we take a trade on. From there, we want to take a look at. Let's actually go ahead and mark this real quick because we had break structure here, order block, disrespect, disrespect, break, continue higher. This is our order block. From the low to the high. Here's our order block. We could see price come back up, boom, close down. I think that works. So far, we've been in a steady uptrend. We should see this high get manipulated from there, break of structure back to the downside, disrespect of that, and it should continue lower. It could continue higher. It very well could, but I'm not going to hold my breath to it. I'm just not. I'm going to break a structure there. Break order block. The only reason I'm going to say there's about to be an S&T on NASDAQ is because we're looking at, like, I am looking at price not wanting, like, it doesn't want to go lower here. It's gone lower. It's given us the order block right here. We disrespected it and just continued to rip higher. It gave us an all-time high. Broke structure again. We have another order block. But this tells a different story, I think. I think it does. Let me know what you think in the comments. We have break of structure, same story. Order block here. We have a continuation move down, move up here. Price revisited, closed, cool, move down, up, down. Break above the high, doji, indecisiveness in the market. From here, break of structure, order block without retest. So we have this right here. And I'm more inclined to do this right here. Why is it that huge? Because we go from the low to the high when it comes to an order block. We could see price fall, close within, and then shoot higher, which is honestly okay. If we see a reversal to the downside, a closure, and then a shoot back up, we have this 1, 2, 3 fair value gaps that we could really take from price. It's an imbalance there. There's a low to take care of. Draw on liquidity here. If we really wanted to, we would need to make it past this though in order to take a trade to the downside. Today's going to be a real bumpy ride, I believe, because we have confluences down low saying, yes, price is going to go lower. Yes, we're going to want to take a short today. But at the same time, we don't have any confluences higher saying, hey, yes, price is going to go higher. Hey, yes, this is how this will work. Because we're currently sitting at all-time high level, right? And we had a move up, a strong move up, saying that price is going to continue higher. We could see another all-time high. Well, taking that into consideration, the only other direction price can move, because it's already gone up and it's already consolidated, is back down. It's the logical approach to a move that's already existing. The question then becomes, which key level needs to be manipulated in order for price to continue higher? My thought process, it needs to be the bottom key level. If it's the bottom key level that's manipulated, it will have consolidated enough to then falsify a signal, that break of structure. From that break of structure, all we would need to do is wait on a break back up, a retest, and then disrespect of order flow. And then from there, the continuation higher. But I digress back into risk management on that note, because we're also at an all-time high. All-time highs are problematic because we don't have another target to hit beyond the high. We just integer it all the way up. I've marked some lows, marked some key levels that we could take profits from. We have trendline lows throughout this. We have fair value gap right there. Probably go ahead and mark. That's a super strong draw on liquidity right there. No real in between this and this either. Super strong draw. I think based on the consolidation, I'm not gonna see much price action outside of this. So I'm gonna leave my margin fairly small when it comes to the take profits up high. I'm gonna space them out evenly. And what I'm gonna do is, because of this range here, we're gonna go from the high down to the low. Take this block, move it up. That's just outside of range of this. Heavily risking management. Managing risking. Risking management. Heavily risking. Heavily managing risk here. That's my approach. We have take profits all the way up through this. If we see a reaction off the downside and a break back up, and it just continues to soar higher, we could see it come up within these ranges here. And if so, that's completely fine. I'm more curious to see price continue. If it does, yay. If not, oh well. We have this right here for that reason. Actually, let's go ahead and do this too. From that same low down to the order block. Cool. Now let's take this block, bring it up. Okay. So this is the thought process. This is our range for price at the moment to break out of this trend, and this right here is our order block down below that. If price from the high breaks up above that, closes within this, and then breaks down below, we'll know that we've manipulated an all-time high, and then from there, a drop. 1, because of key level, and 2, because it's already swept past this liquidity over here. Closing within this, creating a high, probably wicking above it, giving that false signal, breaking back below within this range, and then from there, falling. Potential strategy. Potential. From there, we have this range. From the top up. Boom. We're going to leave that right there. All of this is a potential new range that price could consolidate in. And it could consolidate along this line right here. So, first take profit will be right here. And all of this right here, if it doesn't consolidate within this range, more take profit, more take profit, more take profit. Okay? It's my thought process. This way, we have a range price could potentially manipulate, close below, and then fall back. Or it could continue closing above this and then flying higher. Or it could close and then consolidate. One of the two. I'm more interested in seeing market open for that volume bump. I'm very, very curious about that. We have our low here. We haven't closed below any other low outside of this right here. And technically, we are in an uptrend. That's like, dang, that's super close. We could be in an uptrend. I think we're more so in a downtrend though at the moment because of the break. This break of structure right here, and the fact that this right here did not close above. Well, it did close above this high. It closed above this high. False signal though, potential. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We got 31 minutes for that to close. It is currently 8:30 right now. Ugh. I don't know why my voice is busted the way it is. We'll be right back. Let me see exactly what's going on in the market. Real quick, I just wanted to take note of something. So I went to the 30 minutes to really dial in what market was doing, and we'll go to 30 minute on this as well, just so we're on the same page. I wanted to really dissect what market was doing, like all the moves it had. And we have a little bit more I have a little bit more information now, just a smidge though. So we have resistance levels throughout this trend, just so we're on the same page. We created high here. This was our all-time high, right? Outside of Asia and London, New York sessions, right? We create a high and a low here. Break below it, order block, cool, move up, and we get a resistance level. Gravestone doji. Indecisiveness, but huge amount of resistance against this attempted move in an uptrend. We break structure above this high here, giving way to order block, move down, breaker block, price continues higher. Creates high within session, move back down, move back down, move back down. We haven't broke above. Oh wait, here's a high. Here's our order block. Move down without revisit. Can't count that. We move down, revisited. We could see a closure above this. Same price might manipulate the high based on market open. This is pre-market that we're in now. From here, if we manipulate this high, the question then becomes, will it manipulate beyond this? Create an all-time high, break below, and then based on the fake out of market open, volume might say up, But if we break below and it starts going down, we could see it continue further down. Side note, if I see that we get a break of structure, disrespect it and continue lower. Okay, that means we continue higher first, break of structure, and continue lower. Assume short. But if we do not get a continuation confluence, a well-defined continuation confluence that we're going lower, assume we're going to consolidate even more so. Stay out of trade. Managing risk. I want to see price move in a direction that's feasible to trade in. I do not want to see price to continue consolidating. Because when we take the trade, if it continues to consolidate, one, we will have lost that trade because it will have hit our stop, wherever it might be. I just wanted to put that out there because I just noticed that on the 30-minute. Like, I really dissected it and went into it. NASDAQ's, I imagine the same thing. I imagine it is. It looks a little bit different because our low is way down here. Actually, it's technically right here, but the order block is like stupid. So we'll read this first. We'll read this and then I'll correct that later in the video. So we had low here. We didn't close below it. Up, up, break, order block, move up. Hello. Difference in candles. We have revisit, breaker block, closure. Okay, price will continue higher. No biggie. Graveyard doji. Same thing as the other chart, except this one's red, saying price is actually going to continue moving lower. We continue moving higher. As respecting of this breaker block, we have another break here. Order block, move up. Disrespected breaker block. It continued higher anyway, so we'll see it continue higher, if I'm not mistaken. Move down into... We can't call this an order block. Though it's an area of confluence, we can't call that an order block. We created a new all-time high within London session on NASDAQ, which is a well-defined range now. From here, we have move down, move down, move down. No breaks of structure. Since this, false signal. Unless this right here breaks above that, we get an order block here, and then from there, we'll see it continue higher. But it'll need to retrace, and it might be within this. Because of this doji saying we might continue lower. The break with a disrespected order block. High was already manipulated. I'm convinced, kinda, and I'm gonna pause and update this chart specifically so it matches more in line with the S&P. I do believe if we get this break above and we continue beyond this range, manipulating this high, creating another all-time high, it'll match a little bit more closely with the S&P. From there, we'll essentially be waiting on a break of structure back down. Either retest via order block, breaker block, confluence within here, and then continuation higher, or it'll break in such a manner it retests and disrespects another level. I'm guessing this for value gap, and then from there, continue to drop. Just wanted to put that out there as a note. I'm still looking at market. I'm still reading things. I'm still getting everything under wraps. Let me go ahead and update NASDAQ real quick. We'll be right back when market opens. All right, so now we're in market open. It just became 9:30. Just became 9:30. We're still waiting on a key level hit. figuring let's wait, see exactly what's going to happen before we really start making decisions. Here recently, past week or so, I've been going off of early market. Sorry, early pre-market moves, taking a trade before market open. Because of how choppy price is, I'm not inclined to do that today. Instead, I'd like to wait for a key level hit first. I took note that we are in a uptrend at the moment. Beforehand, we were in a downtrend over here for this low right here, right? And I noted that S&P made a lower low while the NASDAQ made a higher low. Right there, and then right there. Okay? That's what I was looking at over the pause. Notes say in an uptrend, price will fall. We were in a downtrend for this right here, though, making the reverse true. Price will rise. Sure enough, that's what it's doing. It rose enough to break structure. It's continuing to rise now. It has broke structure. We have seen a move down. We've seen a closure, not within, but a closure, with price within range of this order block, giving us a valid breaker block. That breaker block is now moving higher in continuance with that break of structure, giving us that move up. What was our general thought of the day? Hour says we're in an uptrend. We might hit this high first. We'll see here in a moment. 4 hour says we're in an uptrend. Daily says we're in an uptrend. Everything is saying we're in an uptrend. We have had indecisiveness right here. We could see retrace back down. Oh yeah, news. $9.45 is when that hits. It is currently $9.33. Actual greater than forecast good for currency. We could see price rise. However, I'm looking at, there are no previously for this one. So previous was 53. Forecast is down 0.8. We could see it come back up. I'm more inclined to think it's actually going to continue down. Greater than forecast is good for currency. 54.5, 54.0. These two are on a steady decline from previous to forecast. We could see it continue lower. President Trump speaks. Serious change in the market. We don't have an estimate on up or down. This is also a decrease. What does this say? This says greater than forecast, good for currency. Previous was greater than forecast. It's, oh wait, no. I have that backwards because it's a negative number. This is greater than previous. So we could see this move higher, 10 a.m. Based solely on news, I think we're going to continue to consolidate. Price is so choppy right now. We have a key level manipulation off of market open. I mean, that's the thing. Let's go to 5 minute. I really want to wait for this. I really want to wait for this. We have a key level manipulation. What are we looking for on the 5 minute at the moment? Actually, let's check the hour. Let's check the hour, make sure. Yeah. Top key level is hit. We have a break of structure out of this consolidation. 30 minutes the same. Break of structure there. Order block. Did we get the same thing over here? It's in the reverse. Market open is reversed on NASDAQ. That's a change. Let's take a look at the 5-minute. 5-minute is going to give us a confirmation confluence. We have manipulated beyond this high. Created a new all-time high. I really want to wait on this. I really just... I want to wait patiently. Everything says we're in an uptrend at the moment, so let's see. We have 2 red folders. We have an orange folder to really be concerned with. And then there's a gap. I'm wrong. We have 4 folders, 2 orange, 2 red to worry about. And then we want to have at least exited the trade by 12:35, by 12-ish. Because if Fed Chair Powell speaks and it's not a good speak, we could see loss on our part. Today is just all over the place. I don't know. Oh, we might not take a trade today. Looks like we're not going to get a fair value gap off of this. We would be looking for a fair value gap either way, though. We'd be looking for 75% extension, S&T divergence. We'd be looking for realistically, we'd be looking for price to do break of structure. This right here. Inverse fair value gap, break of structure, S&T, or 75% extension. One of the two. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to make that disappear. Are they still reversing? They are. Wow. Serious S&T divergence. And a downtrend. Wow. Okay, price is just up and into this range now. This is our line for the order block to close within and then drop. Sit on hands and wait. That's currently what's happening right now. Because we have a key level manipulation, it's the high, but we have an S&T occurring right now. What trend are we in? In the S&P, we're in an uptrend right now, but before that, let's look at trend beforehand real quick, okay? Were we in an uptrend? Yeah, we were in an uptrend. We were uptrend, downtrend, break of structure, market open volume, push higher. Cool. So, general trend was up. It's only recently that we broke structure. So subtract this uptrend. If S&P creates a higher high, it account for the lows. So low to low, and then from low to low, that's the same direction now. It's both higher. Maybe the closest ones? No. Yeah, no. S&P is tanking. Or not S&P. NASDAQ is tanking. We could have taken a trade on the NASDAQ, but worth not the risk. It's actually pretty crazy too. Inverse for value gap. There's our first confluence confirmation that we created an all-time high and manipulated past this. I'm inclined to see what is going to happen next. We need to wait for this to close for it to be a valid inverse, though. Just waiting patiently. Hello, news. Countdown, 3 minutes. Let's see what happens. Leave. Nope, not yet. Okay. I thought, my bad. Break of structure. Nope. Looks like we are going to get the inverse for value gap. And on news, it is the confirmation we've been looking for. So, every time I say one thing, I'm not going to lead with my emotions or based on news, because I know the volatility just increases, and I know my ability to take a trade effectively without emotions getting in the way is stupid. If it's in the way, it's stupid. Then trade with no emotion, because the market doesn't care. I will wait. I will wait. I will wait. I will wait. No biggie. I wait. 4, 3, 2, 1. Big disappointment on that candle. Pending. 52. Lesser. Greater than forecast. Nope. Down, down. Down we go. We have another news thing to hit at 10. That one is President Trump speak. Oh, no, 9:50 and 10. So 5, 10 minutes ish. We'll have 2 more folders hit. We'll see. We'll see what happens. And that's a big boy. Crazy. He's a big boy. So, because we didn't get an inverse for value up or break of structure, I'm waiting on that confirmation confluence again. That's what I'm waiting for. We're stuck with that. Let's actually take a look at this. Yeah, NASDAQ just. They both created lows in the same direction. Highs, on the other hand, a little different. I think realistically it'd be right in here, because this would be the opening range to market open from that high down to this low. From here, we wait for 75% extension to get hit, and then either price continues from here up or it comes back down, disrespects, hits within this, closes, and drops. Oh, yeah, we have more news. It just came out. 950, breaking Trump speech. Looks like we did not get that. Nothing happened here, so we're just going to ignore it. We're looking at this instead. It's got 7.5 minutes to go. We'll see what happens. Okay, we've pushed past the high again. We have this candle and one more. All-time high made. This is the candle where news is supposed to hit, I think. Either this or the candle after. 4 minutes, 30 seconds on that. If that were to be treated as though it hit 75% extension right here, we'd wait for price to come back within equilibrium, close, continue higher. We'd also be waiting either for a fair value gap, a breaker block, or an order block to form. Man, I think we might be getting a order block first, because we have repeated candles forming in an up motion. We could be seeing a move down here soon, breaking structure. Order block, we see retrace back up within, breaker block, close, drop. I'm going to take into account the entire range from the low to the high when it comes to the order block. So that way we have a fair range for that to hit. And then close within it and then drop. News. I'm going to go ahead and say this is lesser. How much lesser, I'm not entirely sure, but I'm looking at this going, yeah, it does look like it's going lower. And sure enough, NASDAQ is tanking. I wonder why the S&P is so choppy the way it is right now. I know news had an impact. I know it did. But SB is just going in a line. We have not broke structure out of this uptrend now. We haven't seen a inverse fair value gap yet. We have fair value gap here. We haven't seen an SMT divergence outside of this just tanking from this low down to this low. In an uptrend, if the S&P creates a higher low, while the NASDAQ creates a lower low, price will rise. Price has risen. I want to know, I want to see. I'm going to turn this off because that's actually distracting. I want to know and see exactly what price is going to do. That's just blank, really. Awaiting delayed data. The general assumption is down, it seems. Hmm. Potential break of structure. Yeah, break of structure. From there, what are we looking for? We're looking for fair value gap, break of block, order block, equilibrium. If this is a valid break of structure, that would make this an order block. This order block will need to be come back up into and retest. So from this low to this high. Ouch. That's a massive range to go in. I'm more inclined to see it come back up and test equilibrium, close within and drop, just because this is the fair range of it. Then again, that would be completely overridden if we see fair value gap form off of this instead. Or a break of structure. I mean, how are you going to sit there and create a low? And then consolidate even more? Come on now. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. No break of structure, at least not yet. Was that an inverse for value gap on that part? I don't think we can count that because we've danced around it for so much. Yeah, big drop from forecast. Price should be tanking on the S&P. It was tanking on the NASDAQ. Now I see it rising. I'm waiting for my confirmation confluence. I know I've said it probably 7 times in the past 30 minutes. I say that with good reason, because without that, there's no confirmation that price is reversing. It is the reversal confluence that I'm after. We already made a new high, 2 new highs. I'm waiting on a break of structure. Then immediately after that, the continuation confluence. I either get both of those in the next 30 minutes, or if by 10:30 we do not see any of them, I'm not taking a trade today. I'm staying out of market. Pardon the lack of trade in this video. We have 3, 4, 5 more opportunities to take a trade in the coming days. Stay tuned for those, by the way. Also, if you guys watch these videos and really want to know what's about to happen next month, I would highly recommend tuning in to Friday's stream as well as next Wednesday's stream. I don't typically stream Wednesdays, but there is inevitably going to be a massive change with how I do things here on this channel as well as the rest of my channels. So stay tuned for that. The result of the past 3 months of day trading will result in that stream and how it is said. Okay? Big, 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 big change on the way. Big change. I don't think we're going to take a trade today. S&P is so choppy right now. It's really, really not fun to look at. I'm confident in identifying each of my confluences. Looking at this chart, I'm not seeing, outside of the break of structure there and the fair value gap, saying price is going to continue higher. Why didn't I just take a trade here? Price is going to continue higher. Because it's market open and the rest of my confluences needed to have formed within market. This right here should have presented my confluences, my reversal, the continuation, and then on the 1 minute, if I wanted to, really the confirmation that yes, price is going to continue higher based on A, B, and now C. Price is going higher. Good grief. And I know later on it's going to crash. I know this right here. Looking at this compared to this, that is signal to me to reversal. This right here compared to this, if it repeats itself, we'll see it move up a little bit of the ways, and then from there it'll crash back down. Just so we're on the same page, that is not a break of structure right there either. Let's go to 30-minute real quick. Let's see. This is market open right here. Oh, no, this is 30-minute. I am wrong. This right here is market open. This right here is market close. Or not close, but the end of my time trying to figure this out. Break of structure, cool. Break of structure, value gap, retest, breaker block, continue higher, cool. We are 5 minutes. Wait a minute, did we get a fair value gap off of that? No, not yet. We won't know that until later, which will be too late. Looking at this, we have break of structure, move down, down, no breaks. We'll move down, break of structure here, closure below this low, okay. From there, market open, break again, retest, doesn't matter. Volume says I want to go higher. From there, we have order block, come down, retest, cool, move down even lower. Off of news, 2 sets, 3 sets now of news, technically 4 because that was a thing, but it didn't appear. Because that's a thing, we could see price continue lower. This is ridiculous. It hasn't broke below a low. This is a low, this is a low. Looks like we're going to get another low, but the question is it going to go as low as this? Is it going to give us something else? What's it going to do? What's the plan here? What's going on? From the opening range too, from the low here to the high here, right? This high to this low. We've entered this range, and we have consolidated again, from what I'm able to see. A doji would be nice. Indecisiveness in the market, and then from there, not based on news, but based on previous pattern, we've consolidated for a while from a break up in the uptrend. A retrace would be nice to see. Just need to wait. And so I will. Patiently. Looks like we are going to get a doji. That was 10-10. I don't think we're going to be taking a trade today. The SP is way too indecisive. Did not get a break of structure, did not get an S&T, did not get 75% extension. And even if we were to count both ranges, both this right here and this right here as the 75% extensions, they literally bounced off of it like a basketball. They didn't stay there for very long. And when they did get there, it was instant that they just the other direction. There has been no reversal sign as of yet. The SMTs are pretty much aligned at the moment. They're both creating lower lows instead of the adverse. Even if I were to apply that strategy I found on Reddit, where if I waited for the blue line on the MACD and price to go below the blue line on the chart, right, and for it to hold that, I would need to wait for a confirmation signal, even on TJR's strategy that I've been using, right? Because it's so indecisive, it's not looking good for taking a trade today. I don't want to take a trade today. We'll wait till 10:30. We'll give it its time. We have 10 minutes. No biggie. I don't mind waiting. Watch this break structure at the 10:30 mark. Potential. It'd be pretty interesting if we did. Over this past week, I have learned a lot about market. I've learned a lot about different strategies. I've learned about new terminology. I've learned a lot about psychology. I've learned a lot about the effort it takes to trade. And there is effort. Trust me, there is. And my thought process is, okay, when I'm successful with these 3 months, what am I gonna do? What's the next step? That next step is to be unveiled. The not next live stream, but the stream after. Check out my Twitch. Check out my Vault channel. If you're unfamiliar, the Twitch is the purple link down below. It's got a little purple icon. It'll say Twitch in it, right? Twitch.tv orb. Okay. Go down there, click on that link. It'll take you to Twitch. From Twitch, you'll see the stream. You should, if I've streamed it. If not, that means I either have streamed it and Twitch has deleted the VOD, or I have not yet and you're a little too early. Okay? Check out that in the description of this video. If you're having issues there, check the description of the channel. If you're having issues there, check one of the other YouTube channels, because they have literally the exact same set of links, but alternating YouTube channel links. So that's the thing. If you manage to find the Twitch and are interested in looking at the VOD in the event you do not see the VOD on Twitch, go to the Vault channel, go to Twitch, scroll down, find the YouTube icon, click on it. You will find the Vault channel, where I upload my personal recordings on everything, and you will essentially see where I streamed, when I streamed, how I streamed, what the stream was about, the whole thing, whole shebang. The stream will be there in crisp 4K quality. Yeah. Stay tuned for that one, because it's coming. It's on its way. Price says it wants to move down. I'm looking at all the red in the world. It wants to go down. It wants to. I don't think we're going to get it, though. We have 8 minutes. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, drop a like, leave a follow, leave a comment. Curious to hear your take on this right here. I don't think we're going to take a trade today. I don't think we are. We could have taken a trade here, though I don't think it would have amounted to much. Yeah, it would not have amounted to much because price stopped right at this order block range, making this a breaker block, which means price could potentially move a lot higher. We broke structure off of this uptrend. We broke structure here. We retested it, breaker block style, moved down. This would have been the prime setup, but similar situation occurred. Market open, price tanked without news. It just kept tanking, kept tanking, kept tanking. News hit, news hit, news hit, news hit. Final news folder hit here. Is it 10 that the final one was? 10:05. So, close. We hit news. It reversed a little bit. No biggie. Price is continuing lower. 13. Oh, wow. 10 seconds there. Let's see what happens. Could we have taken a trade on either chart? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no right now. It is currently 10:25. We could still take a trade. We could. I don't know, though. We broke structure here. That right there closed below this low, giving us a downtrend now. We have 4 minutes for that to close, and that'll bring us to 10:30. We will no longer be able to trade. Consider checking out the links in the description. Each one leads to a different social media link of, or social media HUD of mine. I'm working on posting to a lot of stuff. I intend in the coming months to be posting new content and very, very varietied content, right? Stuff I haven't posted here before. Stay tuned for that. I also intend on posting a whole lot more to the gaming channel, as well as the range channel, the negative neutrals. The Vault channel will be receiving more live stream content, VODs. Won't be getting anything other than that. Patreon, Reddit, forget what the other links are. Twitch is live stream only. You're not going to get a VOD there or a short. What other links do I have there? I'm going to have to check the links. Know that posting is going to be a little weird in the coming months. You'll see why next Wednesday. Come here. So no fair value gap. Okay. A minute 24. We'll wait. I have no problem. We'll wait. $10 for that to close. For us to be at 10:30. There we go. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, drop a like, leave a follow. It is 10:30. That is our no candle. We stay out of market if we cannot find the confluences needed to take a trade. We did not take a trade today. We didn't lose anything. We didn't gain anything. We stayed right where we are for the month. Thank you guys for watching. I'll be recording again tomorrow. Let's actually take a look at that because news changed today. This is news for today. Let's take a look at tomorrow. Tomorrow we have one orange folder, which means we might be able to take a trade tomorrow. We might be able to. We'll see. Thursday is another high impact day. We got 4 orange, 2 red, final GDP, unemployment claims, as well as those 4 there. Friday, CPE, or PCE, CPI. I don't know about Friday. We'll see. This right here is promising. This right here is scary. But yeah, tomorrow, Wednesday, definitely am going to be recording. Stay tuned for that. Thank you guys again for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.